ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday, by the way. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm so crammed up here, is because it's a Sunday morning, and I'm grabbing breakfast, Hong Kong style breakfast. If you remember the soup macaroni, that's one of our breakfasts, which is not what I'm getting today, by the way. I'm going for one of the most unhealthiest things. It's condensed milk toast with butter. So instead of peanut butter and condensed milk, I'm doing butter and condensed milk. And it comes with sugar-free oatmeal and fresh milk. Take that with a grain of salt. It's not fresh milk. It's one of the most unhealthiest things you can ever get. Yeah, but because it's really cramped on like weekend mornings. So in case you don't know, Hong Kong's like super densely populated, right? So yeah, you have to share a table with somebody. So in front of me is actually somebody who's like 2 feet away. So you share a table. So personal distance is not really a thing. So yeah, and you have to get over the fact that if the person across from you sneezes, yeah, they're gonna sneeze into your food. Anyway, I'm waiting for the food, which is not even here yet. So if you actually look at the restaurant, there's a lot of people. So how's everyone's weekend? You know, before the food even hits my table, I'm gonna take a guesstimate and see how long it takes for my food to get here. So I'm guessing like 5 minutes. Hey, what up, Dominique? Hey, long time no see, Dominique. Hey, Steven. Steven, are you the one that was a regular on my channel before? Or some other Steven? Because you guys sometimes change your names, and I'm like, who's who? Yeah, I'm good. Better, a little bit better. You know, in the MeloCat world, things are okay with me and my cats. But in the Melody world, dealing with you know, some rather unruly members of society, but you know, it's gonna get better in time. How's everyone? How's things? And in case you haven't noticed, I'm gonna do more live streams in the future because that's what I used to do, right? So I kind of miss that. So I'm gonna do more of that. However, my nose is done. Check my mic. What's wrong with my mic? What's going on here? Enough that. Okay, you know what? Alright. How's my mic? Please, sorry. Is it better now? Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's wrong with my mic? I don't get it. Tell me. Because I can't hear it, right? I'm glad that this time you're sleeping. You're up. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Did you get a prompt on your YouTube saying that MeloCat is live? It woke you up like with a freaking alarm saying it's like, hey Dominic, wake up. You're in San Francisco Bay Area, sound is okay. I think it's because it was down here, so that's when the mic was kind of far away. Okay, I see somebody on Facebook. I don't know who's watching it on Facebook unless you comment. So you gotta say something. San Francisco. I heard San Francisco is really different now. Before the last time I was there was like 10 years ago, and the place was actually quite good. People say it's not the same anymore, and I could see my profile picture. Some little girl is looking at me. She's like, "Why is she talking to me on the phone like this?" Oh my god. So that's one thing that you have to get over is that you're talking to yourself in public. You know, the funny thing is that actually took me like a while to get used to. Well, thank you. That's Chinese milk tea, or sorry, Hong Kong milk tea. How's my volume if my mic is right here? Because I need to eat with my hand. So okay. I'm gonna have to. It must be the background noise. Is it the background noise? How's this? The place is really loud. It should take some of the noise out. Just hold on. Why doesn't it do it? How's the noise now? Is it any better? Tell me if this is better or if the previous was better. Let me know. Is this any better? Because my hunch is the one with the blue light, it picks up all the background noise, right? Tell me. You've been learning Mandarin? Emma want to say hi? Hey. Emma. Hey Emma, what up? Okay, tell me, is this voice any better, or are you picking up a lot of the background noise? Because I think it's the green light. Because I think it's this one. This is quieter, right? It's okay? Okay, you guys gotta give me more specific feedback. Dude, which one's better? Is it this one or is it the previous? Because my hunch is, this is where the background noise is found. So anyway, I'm having Hong Kong style milk tea, and this has condensed milk in it. As if there isn't enough condensed milk in my breakfast, right? Oh, so good. Who would have ever thought of putting condensed milk in a beverage? Not me. Just so you know, like Hong Kong seating is very, very cramped. It's better now, right? Okay, cool. Hong Kong seating is super cramped. Let me show you what we're dealing with in Hong Kong. Okay, it's like super cramped. Everyone is just like sitting and just, yeah. It just bam, 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 eat their food. It's not a place for you to chill. Look at how cramped their seating is and how small the tables are. It's quieter than my last stream and has more background noise. It's probably because there's more people. I'll try to speak like a little bit louder, if that makes any sense. It's quieter. It has more background noise. Wait, how could something be quiet and have background noise at the same time? So it's either, I'm confused. But yeah, but there is more people, like substantially more. Pax V, haven't seen it for a long time. Thanks for putting in. All I wanted was just toast. Just wanted toast. In case you're wondering, right? Like in Hong Kong, it's very common for people to share a table. It's called that, right? So you have to get used to having people like in your face, which is something that I was not really used to when I was in Canada, because like why would you share a table or something, right? Let's see if I can actually show you. So just so you know, there is literally like a person that is across from me. Look at the social distance or the lacking thereof. Right? It's insane. It's utterly insane. What can you do? There's nothing you can do. So, and sometimes like when I do live streams in Hong Kong, I have to be very strategic. I have to be strategic about the camera placement, the person placement, so that I don't offend anybody. And yeah, it's not an easy task. I can tell you that already. Working too much. The mic is picking up omnidirectionally. It seems to actually treat my vocal as part of the entire soundscape instead of isolating it. Are you serious now? I thought that the green is supposed to do that. Let me see if I put it closer. Closer. Did that do the job? know if this is gonna do it. Like this is closer to my mouth. I need food. I need food. Yeah, so our breakfast times actually end at 11:30 a.m. So usually I'm one of those people who comes running in at like, thank you, comes in running at 11:28. But today I'm a bit early. Okay, so here's what I got. This is 奶油糕. So you have condensed milk, you have butter. Now, obviously today they're not that generous with the condensed milk, so it's kind of weird. Let's see. Not that generous. But anyways, I'm gonna spread it around. There we go. Oh, you know why they're not generous? It ended up on the plate. The condensed milk is on the plate. I was like, where did it all go? And they did a really whack job at toasting my toast. It's super like soggy. It's super soggy right now. Look at it sticking to a piece of paper. Ah, oh no. The divider, they don't do the dividers anymore. And that's purely for COVID. See, the thing is, some places have the divider, but then it's like when you're eating, it's like an inch away from your forehead. I personally don't like the divider because it's so claustrophobic, right? Okay, the guy across from me just left. Condensed milk dripping all over the place. Oh no. Okay, wait. Just here for the truth. Hey. Hey, York. What up? Hey, Rude. This is like the most drippiest toast I've ever had in my life. My favorite restaurant? No, I'm just lazy to cook. I have the habit of eating the same thing every day. So I can literally eat something for like 5 or 6 years. Every day. Same thing. For the same meal. Why did I taste garlic? You put garlic butter in this? Or maybe they were using the same knife. Wait, just a minute. This is an underwhelming mayao. It's supposed to be crispy, but it's not. It's supposed to be well toasted, but it's not. It's like white bread. It's just like junk food, really. And there's like zero nutrients in this whatsoever. It's zero. Condensed milk on this. Condensed milk on that. If anything, I think I'm having like dessert for breakfast. That's what it feels like. So, if you guys have never been to Hong Kong before, it's very easy to eat out, and it's not that expensive for like normal food and stuff. We don't have like 10% tax. We don't have VATs. We don't have we don't have a tipping culture for just normal eateries like this. So yeah, it's rather convenient. I don't cook as a result. Please tell me you got my oatmeal. You think she has my oatmeal? Yes, she does. She does. She does. Give me my oatmeal. That probably tastes super bland. Just make sure she goes. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. It is supposed to be oatmeal with fresh milk. But come on, we know it's not fresh milk. It's fine. Why don't I get a fork? It's actually evaporated milk that they put in these oatmeal. Let's see. Why did they put egg whites in this? It makes it taste all weird. It's a little bit like wobbly. I hate to say it. Like when you look on the menu and it says like what is it? Sugar-free oatmeal with milk. I don't know, dude. Yeah, like whenever they go like healthy or low sugar or sugar-free in these restaurants in Hong Kong, like especially the how to say the casual eateries, right? It's not that good. It's a chain restaurant. Oh, it's a chain restaurant. I don't think I have super high expectations of food. Yeah. It's not, I'm just not picky. I'm kind of glad that this is bland because the rest of the stuff is like really sweet. So it kind of offsets it a little bit. Okay, so going to what I was going to say in the beginning. What is it like in your country, Ed? Like, as I said, right? Like in Hong Kong, we don't have a tipping culture. Not for the casual eats anyway. Even for the more upscale restaurants, they add 10%, 15%, 20% to your bill. But that's because it's added to your bill. It's not because you tip it. So in your country, what happens when you don't tip? Or if you don't tip enough? What happens generally? If you get publicly shamed? Or do they give you a hard time? Like, how does it work? Thank God. Thank you. Because I know in Hong Kong, like, yeah, it's not a thing. You always want to visit Hong Kong, especially for all the wonderful food options. Yeah. We have good food. We do. And the good foods aren't even that expensive. That's the thing. But yeah, like, what happens, like, where you guys are if you guys don't tip enough? Or just don't tip altogether? Because I think, like, for example, like in Japan, there's no tipping culture. Of course, condensed milk is super sweet and super thick. And evaporated milk, it's like whitish yellow, but it's very watery and it doesn't taste like anything. Oh, there's a huge difference. Thank you. There's a huge difference. You might over. Oh yeah, 頭先嗰個人嘅。 But thank you. What's the name of this restaurant? It's called 100%. Yeah, it's called Cafe 100%. Yeah. There's a lot. It's like all over Hong Kong. For example, like a breakfast like this, it's like $35 Hong Kong dollars, which is about $4.50 US. So it's super cheap. This oatmeal reminds me of prison food. Hey, animal lovers. What up? This is like prison food. Seriously. Or no, not prison food. The food that they serve in the movie Matrix. That goop that they were eating. The Matrix is going to tell me that it's a very juicy piece of steak. So in the States, if you don't tip enough, or if you don't tip, maybe the service staff may not like you, but if they remember you, but nothing really happens. Okay. Because you know how sometimes you see like on Instagram posts and stuff like that, saying that when people don't tip enough, like they post it online and stuff. Yeah. Or they get cursed out. As I said earlier, in Japan, if you go around tipping people, people would be really weirded out. Oh. Really? So they enforce like a gratuity. What? How much? Like 10, 15, 20%? Like how much is it? 25? So we got 6 or more people sit at separate tables next to one another. I don't think we have that one. But here, yeah, we have something called Gaya. Add 1. So it's not 1%, it's 1/10. So you add a 10th. So Rue, up until recently, you went for Benny Hanna, and we barred a guy for refusing to tip 18% mandatory. Oh, 18%. That's crazy. 18%? That's a lot. Am I out of touch, or is 18% a lot for tips? Like mandatory. That's crazy. Now, here's another question for you guys. What happens in your country when you make eye contact with another person? Is it social smiling? Is it nodding? Is it nothing? Like that? No, like people look at you like, why are you smiling? The reason why I ask that is from my extensive traveling, I noticed that some places actually don't have social smiling. So when you smile at them, either they're weirded out or they think you like them, like that you're attracted to them, which is really weird. That's what I was weird. Okay, let's see. That's why after the stream, check my audio settings on the mic. Turn off compression. It makes louder noises quiet. It makes quieter noises louder. How? I don't think I can actually adjust that. There's only one setting. It's either on or off, or noise canceling, or no noise canceling. My mic is not that sophisticated, but I think it might help. It might help if I do this. Thanks for your clarification on the milk. The condensed milk is very sweet, often used in dessert and stuff. Just never had any experience with evaporated milk. Yeah, frankly, I don't know what is the correct usage of evaporated milk. I just know that a lot of times when they say stuff in milk here, they put evaporated milk. So a lot of restaurants in the higher end hotels add mandatory 18% gratuity in Canada nowadays. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, 100% cafe or cafe 100%. This is cafe 100%. Yeah. Wow, 18% is a lot. And then you have the taxes as well, right? So say what, 8%, 7%? So you add that, that's like 25% on top of your bill. Okay, yeah, I think you might be experiencing some sort of delay. If you experience weird delays, please do refresh. Technical support level number 1. Please unplug your equipment and do a reset of your system. Yay! Now I'm qualified. I'm qualified to be a technical support level 1. In most parts of the U.S., eye contact is what? Sorry. Eye contact is friendly. Here in California, it's an invasion of privacy. An invasion of privacy to have eye contact? Are you kidding me now? That's why a social smile is a Western thing. Word of pheromone is expected that all staff to present a smile even if you're sad or angry or something like that. Oh, that's tiring. So can you imagine if somebody got hurt and then they actually get onto the ambulance while they have a smile? It's like, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Just broke your leg, huh? Yes, I just did. Imagine the confusion. Actually, that's not true. People in my line of work, we are guilty of that as well because we're basically trained to not show negative emotions on camera, right? I mean, come on, you can't be an anchor if you're like crying on screen or if you're like raging, right? It doesn't work that way. Although I sometimes wish we could rage on screen, but so we are actually trained to be calm and smiling on camera, and it kind of transitions to real life sometimes. That I remember the last time I was in pain, I thought I got appendicitis, and I was like all jolly and stuff when I was in the hospital, and the guy's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm not okay," but he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're smiling." I'm like, "Yes, I know." Let's see, that's why the social smile is, okay. Yeah, definitely Western thing. When I went to Prague, I noticed that people are very stern. And I asked a tour guide, and they said, yeah, it's kind of something that was passed on from before. So they said, the tour guide, he's like in his 70s, very enthusiastic, and he said, yeah, it's probably passed on from like the Holocaust back then, when people were really like serious, the tone was very morbid, and nobody knows if they're going to be the next person that's going to be snatched. So people just keep their head down and they don't make eye contact. And he's like, imagine during that time, during the time of the Holocaust, and you have this crazy friendly smile on your face. It's like, dude, that's going to get a lot of unwanted attention. I'm like, wow, that's actually understandable. But then he said that undertone or that kind of culture, that habit, kind of carried over even to this to the modern times now a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And I never thought of it that way. And it was the same when I went to Korea, especially like with the older generation. With the younger generation, a bit better, but when you're looking at, say, I don't know, like somebody in their 60s, 50s, on the train and up, like when you have social smiling, they look at you and they're like, why are you so happy? See, your brother lived in Germany for the past 30 years and gained some of the social cues. Germans and Eastern Europeans are more blunt and less smiley. Yeah, like it's not like they're mean or anything. It's just the social smiling is less prominent. It's like that in Hong Kong too, except for we got the default one here. So we got the RBF. Hong Kong is known to have RBF. And it's kind of weird because if you smile at people here, like not in the expaty areas, but in the more local areas, like you smile at them and they're like, it's like, or they look away. So it's kind of awkward. So people like us that smile all the time, yeah. We get some really weird reactions. Now, another one that I want to know is when they honk in your country, like with a car horn, how do they honk? It's different in different places. Some places, like in Taiwan, they don't do the ba, 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 ba. They do that in Hong Kong. That's insane. And then there's like a chain of people to do it. Like there's a chain of cars that would do it, and it just becomes really noisy, and it just doesn't stop. But in Taiwan, it's almost like beep, 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 beep. At most it's ba, ba. And it's the same in Japan. People like they just don't want to honk at you. You know what I mean? So I don't know what it's like where you guys are. What's the honking culture like? Is it the mall or is it the? I always think about it in terms of kind of like a dog bark and a cat's mew. Yeah, like some of them, it's just so small. It's non-existent. It's like it's always like sorry, gotta honk at you now. Yeah. Let me try to remember, how did I used to honk at people? Meet. Yeah, it's like meet. Because my car had like a really high pitched horn, so it's like an air horn, and so I had to do it like otherwise it's gonna pierce somebody's ears. Whoever was a previous owner of my old car, they decided to put an air horn in the car instead of an actual horn. No. I guess that works, but yeah, you just have to be very careful about it because you're going to offend like so many people. Yeah, so anyway, well, how do you guys honk when you drive? And if you're not old enough to drive yet, how about the horn that's on your bike? Rude depends on the situation. Could be to the person in front of you isn't paying attention. Long honks if somebody almost hits you. Also true. Yeah. I drive like grandma, so if anything, I'm the one that's getting honked at for the most part, which is kind of sad. I remember when I was in university, I used to drive like a vintage car. Like I used to drive a Volkswagen Buggy Beetle, the old one from like way back, like in the 60s and 70s, and people thought that it was excusable that I drove like how I drove, which is like grandma, until they passed me. They were like, it's like, that's not a grandma inside. Hong Kong style cafe here in Calgary got a ton of negative comments from people saying the staff isn't friendly enough because they're just running around doing the work without putting up a smile. Yeah, that's the Hong Kong. Tell them that's a Hong Kong experience. It's all about speed and accuracy. You don't really care about your feelings. That's not how it works here. They don't care about your mental health or your emotional well-being. That's not the name of the game. So, there was a restaurant. I think it's called like the Karen's Diner or something. And you go in and then they give you attitude from beginning till end. Yeah, it's really funny. Which is, if someone brought their grandma, if the grandma was really confused why they were giving her a hard time, and I just thought, I was like, oh, that's hilarious. You should come to Hong Kong. You get scolded at all the time. They're just not very friendly. Yeah, it's a very bitter culture. for the most part. Why? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. Okay, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get going because I think somebody wants my photo, so I'm not gonna stay here for too long. Okay, Shanghai was like what Rube said, but I remember they were starting to find drivers for honking too much. They should. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get going, you guys. Cheers. It's the weekend. Everyone wants a table. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Bye. Okay, you're catching up. Oh, the social smiling thing, what I'm talking about is definitely a regional cultural thing. For example, the Russians are notorious for not smiling. Yeah, because we know Russians don't really smile that much in that social context. When they show like a really big smile, that's when we get really creeped out. Because it's like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen now? So yes, you're right, Rose. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get going. Yeah. Laters. Bye. Have a good weekend.